Okay, recording.
We're standing on the Mexican side, the Tamaulipas side of the Rio Bravo, known on the U.S. side as the Rio Grande. It's not particularly grande here. It's not a big river. In fact, we're looking across at the other side. It's pretty much just a stone's throw from where the Border Patrol is set up on the other side, and they're standing there at their tailgate, probably looking at us the way we're looking at them. We're in Matamoros, across from Brownsville, Texas, where we came this time hoping that we would be celebrating the end of something called Title 42, a kind of a phony health order that was put in place by Trump in order to keep migrants out of the country by pretending that they were going to carry diseases in. Much to the disappointment of a lot of us, when the Biden administration took over, they didn't remove Title 42, and they waited until pretty recently, just a few weeks ago. They said they were going to lift Title 42 and find some other way, really. This is what they said. Find some other way of keeping people out of the country. Now, from our point of view, we don't really want to keep people out of the country. We want to welcome people to the country because they need our help. But anyway, the Biden administration ran into a court system where a single judge in Louisiana can just say, no thanks. Title 42 has to stay in place. And we're looking at a great blue heron over there. So we came down hoping that it would be lifted, knowing that there was a good chance that it wouldn't be lifted, and that we'd come down here to disappointment. Title 42 is particularly horrifying in light of the fact that a few days ago we learned that over 12,000 kids that are now being treated as unaccompanied minors actually came across first with their families, only to be expelled under the order known as Title 42. And when those families were expelled, those families broke their own hearts by sending their kids across by themselves. So those families are broken, their hearts are broken, and we stand here on the border, a few feet from the small river here that separates us, thinking about the fact that in Eastern Europe, a bunch of desperate people were led into neighboring countries, were welcomed into neighboring countries, welcomed into everybody's homes. They were desperate and they were helped. Whereas down here, there have been desperate people for a long time, and we're not helping them. We're turning them away. There's something different about those people. This from the people that come to this crossing, this port of entry. And that difference, well, let me put it to you this way. Desperation has no color, but sympathy seems to really have one. So we're here to weep by the banks of the river and to keep in our hearts some small hope that it'll change.